Yo, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet Violet VGC video. I'm your host Jose Rocks, and today we have another episode of Journey Through VGC. The current format we're in is Regulation E. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. Alright, welcome in everybody. So today we're going to be wrapping up the Regulation E ladder with a very fun team. So I went through the entire Regulation E and tried to feature, all the new Pokemon. I think the only one I didn't feature was Dipplin. But other than that, I did feature all the new ones that were introduced in the Tilmas DLC. And the last one is going to be Rock Ogerpon. So Rock Ogerpon is a very interesting Pokemon. A lot of people don't think that is that good, but when you actually use it and when you go against it, it actually has like a positive matchup into a lot of different teams that you wouldn't expect it to really have, right? And it's a perfect setup Pokemon for the Trick Room mode of this team, as well as playing like hyper offense. So the idea behind Ogerpon is that you can go for Follow Me plus Farigiraf, and you're able to safely get up Trick Room. They can't fake you out, and Cornerstone has a built-in Focus Sash, which is sturdy, and you're able to, survive the hit and get the free switch into like your Torkoal or your Ursaluna, right? Which is very valuable when you set it up Trick Room. You want to, the best Trick Room teams always have, like a Fake Out user to go with the Trick Room user, plus a Follow Me user, so you can counter like spread type attacks, and you can counter like those ghost type, like double ghost types, and be able to do well into that. And that was the idea behind the way this team was built. So it has Grassy Glide. Grassy Glide gives you some priority. Let's say you get Trick Room up, but Ogerpon is kind of speedy, and things are gonna underspeed it and under Trick Room, right? Like a Urshifu that's not Scarf. Well, now if terrain's up, now you can go for those priority Grassy Glides even while your Trick Room is up, and then the Rock Ivy Cudgel just does so much damage to the things in the format. Things like Chimpow, things like opposing Chi-Yu, opposing Torkoals, Tornadus is able to just get one shot by it. It does a lot of damage to Fluttermane. Just a very powerful 100 base power accurate rock move. And last we have Spiky Shield. Next we're gonna have Chi-Yu. So this Chi-Yu is gonna be a very offensive Chi-Yu with Choice Scarf. It has Fire Terror, right? And you go for like Fire Terror Heat Waves, Fire Terror Overheats, and then you have powerful Snarls and Dark Pulses. The idea behind Chi-Yu is that you can lead Chi-Yu with something like Farigiraf or Torkoal, right, to get the sun set up. Or if you want to lead it with Farigiraf, you threaten like a fast attacker plus Farigiraf to get Trick Room up. Or you can immediately switch out Farigiraf, since they won't fake you out while you have Farigiraf on the field, into Torkoal, right, and get the sun up and go for a very powerful Heat Wave. And you can do vice versa, switch Torkoal into Farigiraf to force them to waste a fake out. And then you just go for that powerful Heat Wave, right? And you just kind of obliterate everything that's in your path. And most of the time when you have Farigiraf, they won't really go for Trick Room. And if they don't lead like a Tailwind user, Chi-Yu can literally just wipe things out with in the sun with Fire Terror, boosted Overheats, and Heat Wave. So that's the idea behind this Chi-Yu. It gives you like a fast mode, so you're not just locked into it being a hard Trick Room team. And also sometimes you could bring Chi-Yu in the back whenever your Trick Room runs out, and your opponent has already depleted their resources as far as speed control, and Chi-Yu can just come in and clean up the game with Heat Waves. So that's the value behind that. Next we have Farigiraf. This Farigiraf set is so fun. So it's going to be a Poison Terror Farigiraf with Armor Tail and Citrus Berry. This Farigiraf is very, very, very bulky and is able to take a lot of hits, right? And the idea that we can be bulky is because we don't really have to invest into our special attack because we have Nasty Plot, right? So now you can go for Nasty Plot, get to +2 or even +4 when your opponent is playing passive, and get those powerful psychics and hyper voices off, and able to start sweeping your team from there and force them to want to KO Farigiraf to give you a free switch into Torkoal, right? And that's the idea behind the Farigiraf, as well as a free switch into Ursaluna. This Farigiraf set is very fun, and I really do think Farigiraf is, in my opinion, the best Trick Room set in the format, even better than Armarouge and DD, because I feel like Fake Out or Follow Me plus Farigiraf, with it being able to block Fake Out and priority from your opponent's team, just makes it, one of the best Trick Room setters. And the thing that Indeedee does block priority as well, but Indeedee's priority blocking Psychic Terrain can be removed by opposing Rillaboom, and opposing Rillaboom can't Fake Out Farigiraf or remove its ability, right? Only thing can do that is really Weezing, right? But Weezing is really not that good in the Farigiraf either. And it also threatens more damage than Indeedee, So it makes your opponent want to have to remove it from the field and give you a free switch in, opposed to a lot of the times people play around in DD by being playing passive in front of it, because it's a passive Pokemon and not allowing you to free switch in to stall out your Trick Room turns. You can't really do that with Frograph, and that's why I like it a lot over the other Trick Room setters. Next we have Ursaluna. Ursaluna is going to be a very powerful Fairy Terra set with Life Orb. This set does not have Hyper Voice, and the idea behind it is because I wanted to have something else to hit Pokemon that stall out your Blood Moon, other than that stall out the Blood Moon attack, other than Earth Power, right? Because sometimes they resist it, and Moonblast is a good counter to that. Moonblast gives you stab on a Fairy Terra. That's very good for this Ursaluna. Ursaluna is weak to fighting and does take a lot of damage from like Wicked Blow from Urshifu. And tearing it to Fairy allows you to survive Surging Strikes, take resisted damage from the close combat, and resisted damage from Wicked Blow, which is very valuable for something that likes to go through Protect and Sucker Punch you and things like that. So it's a very good terror on this Pokemon. The Moonblast threatens a lot of damage that people are not usually expecting, and I think that it's going to be very good into the next format, Regulation F2 as well. For a lot of the dragon types that are going to be running around, you're going to want that Fairy Terra coverage, and I really think this team can excel in the next format. You may just maybe switch one Pokemon out to make it like more updated for the format, but I think that it'll do very well in the new format. I don't know which Pokemon you would switch out yet, because I feel like this team works so well in the way that it's built, but I do think that if you do want to try it, just because it's the end of Regulation E, you can still use this team. And a lot of the reason is because I believe that Frograph plus Ursaluna and Ogerpon being like a core will do really well into the future format. So, but that's going to be the idea behind this set. With the Life Orb, you don't have to worry about activating like a weakness policy or a Calm Mind or setting up a Throat Spray with Hyper Voice. You can immediately turn one that is out, go for big damage with Blood Moon, and it's very powerful, very, very, very powerful. Blood Moon coming off a max special attack and base 150 move is very powerful. And the only downside is that you can't use that move twice in a row, right? Other than that, well, I believe it's 160 base power, but other than that, it's very good. And this is a very strong Pokemon. Once you get it in on the Trick Room next to Frograph when they can't go for priority, it is very easy to sweep teams with this Pokemon. And next we have Torkoal. Torkoal is going to be, you know, the traditional sweeper. This is a really very standard Torkoal set with a Russian Heat Wave. Earth powered ideas that you're able to power up to use moves and just sweep things on the Trick Room once Trick Room is set up, right? The thing about Torkoal is people are going to kind of know that your team is a Trick Room that wants to get Torkoal going, so they can kind of try to play around Torkoal or stall you out. But that's why you have the other mode with Ursaluna to help you with that. And last but not least, we have Rillaboom. Rillaboom is going to be Assault Vest with Fake Out, Grassy Guide, Wood Hammer, and High Horsepower. Pretty standard. Only other thing is that it has Rock Terror, which Rock Terror, when you think about it, is a really good terror on Rillaboom because you get rid of all your weaknesses, right? Rillaboom is weak to fire. Rock resists that. Rillaboom is weak to poison. Rock resists that, right? Rillaboom is weak to ice. That turns into a neutrality with Rock, right? And what else is Rillaboom weak to? Rillaboom's weak to flying. Rock resists that. So it's actually a perfect terror for it. And with the Assault Vest, you're still able to get away from a lot of neutral hits and that will usually hit you super effectively, right? Like you still take, you're still able to, you know, do well into ice types. And also Rock is weak to water. Rock is weak to ground. And Rillaboom's natural type and resist those already. So I really, in my opinion, it's a perfect terror for Heatran. And I'm very shocked we don't see it more. I do know that it makes you weaker to Urshifu and weak to close combat, but your natural typing already really deals with that, right? So that's why I think that the best terror is something that your natural type covers for the terror, and then the terror covers for your natural type, right? And I think that you know, really goes hand in hand with a Pokemon. But that's gonna be it for a team breakdown. Leave a like, guys, if you like this type of content. This is gonna be our final video of Regulation E. It has been a blast. And there's a runner code up at the top right, as well as a Pokepage down in the description below. And let me know with a comment if you guys, you know, like Ursaluna, if you think this set can function into the next format, or if you think this team will fall off. But that's gonna be it. Let's get into these battles. All right. So for our first match, we have Urshifu Tornadus stuff here with Hisuian Arcanine, Amoonguss, Iron Hands, and Fluttermane. So my first thoughts is that my opponent wants to bring his Amoonguss. Release Tornadus Urshifu can get rid of the Sun with Tornadus. Terra Poison, so can I survive a Rain Dance Surgeon Strikes? I know he wants to stop Trick Room. He's gonna bring Among Us too. I really want to go Ogerpon plus Rillaboom. Chi-Yu and Farigiraf. I think I leave Tornadus because of the threat of Rain Dance from. I think I leave Torkoal from the threat of Rain Dance Tornadus. And if he brings Iron Hands, then Ursaluna's not really that good into that. Oh, okay, but he didn't even lead what I thought he would. This is a crazy lead by my opponent. So I led the counter Tornadus Urshifu, but he didn't even bring that. I'm gonna Ivy Cudgel Flutter, fake out Urshifu. It was an interesting turn one. I fully committed to him bringing Tornadus Urshifu, right? And the idea is that I can fake out Urshifu and Ivy Cudgel Tornadus. Alright, but I brought Chi-Yu plus Farigiraf. We'll see how this is gonna go. Chi-Yu looks good here though, since he doesn't really have any fire resistance on his team. I thought it was Water Urshifu, but it's not. Are you Ghost Terror? Not ideal. Okay. Okay, so he hit me with a ladder move. It's cute. Alright, so that's down to Sash. Oh, it's not even Sash. Okay. I think that's fine. I think I can just Snarl and Grassy Glide Urshifu. I think that's acceptable. I think that's enough to pick up 2 KOs here. I would be surprised if this doesn't pick up. He's weak to Dark now. Which is funny because Urshifu usually 4 times resist Dark. But now he's become weak to it since he's Terra than Ghost. Ghost is really not that common on Urshifu. But it can catch you off guard on the ladder when you're trying to fake it out and just, you know, remove one of your mons. You're usually going to lose something when they go for that. So it looks like my opponent's not trying to do anything to stop this. Nice. So we do surprise him. So he surprised us with the Ghost Terror, and we surprised him with the Choice Scarf. I would argue that my surprise is a little bit more valuable because I haven't used my Terror, and he's down to his last 2. Alright, so I can go for like a big wood hammer here. I think I want to switch out in a Farigiraf. Terra into Rock. And high horsepower this slot. And the reason we're tearing it to rock here is so if he goes for Flare Blitz and a Rillaboom, we resist that. So the rock tear is perfect here for us. Yeah, we have some unorthodox terrors on this team, but I think it's gonna work out here. Because I fully expect him to go for Spore into Farigiraf and Flare Blitz into Arcanine. He could go for Rock Slide, but I think he should try to remove Rillaboom here. I mean, actually, he could just go for Pollen Puff and Rock Slide into Rillaboom. Yeah. We do make ourselves weaker to like Among Us, like Spores and stuff like this, but I think, yeah, just flip it. So we called it right. Nice. That definitely would have KO'd us had we not went for that. Yep, and now we get high horsepower off. Ooh, he survives. Oh, okay, that's a big play. That was very smart on my opponent's end. So this game's not over, but if we get, you know, his mons down, Among Us can't heal itself. So we're really just getting Arcanine in a Heat Wave range, so we can just KO it. He's taking Flare Blitz chip every time he clicks that. And if he goes for Spore and not Pollen Puff, then he's taking even more damage. Alright, so Rage Powder, acceptable. But you still take chip with Flare Blitz, right? Yeah, that's a lot of damage to yourself. Nice. Heal up with Citrus Berry. Great, we don't miss. That's not much damage, but Psychic should do a fair amount. And he has to click Rage Powder because high horsepower is going to KO this Arcanine. Yep, and we're still just waiting to get Chi-Yu back in. He might be even low enough for us to just click Snarl since he's locked in at Flare. That's definitely Choice Band Flare Blitz. And he just cancels. Nice. I think he sees it writing on the wall. Because if he goes for Pollen Puff and he Flare Blitz, then Rillaboom just knocks out Arcanine before he gets off the Pollen Puff. And if he goes for Rage Powder, then we do damage with high horsepower. And Arcanine knocks out Farigiraf, but takes even more chip. And then Chi-Yu just comes in and just clicks Snarl and just KOs Arcanine from that point. So we were in a really good position from that point. And that's what this team can do. Is really strong. And we threatened the Trick Room mode, which is why he didn't even bring Tornadus, which was worked in our favor, right? Because we weren't even trying to go for the Trick Room. He brought Among Us and Arcanine to kind of counter my my Torkoal. But we didn't end up going for that mode. I do think that Water Urshifu might fit that team a little bit better. I think that while he did get a surprise knockout onto my Ogerpon, the Dark Terror ended up hurting him because I was able to click Snarl pretty easily in that point. But let's get into the next one. I mean, the Ghost Terror ended up hurting him. Alright, we have a pretty high ranked opponent this time. And he has a similar team to what we just played. The only difference is there's a Chin-Pao over the Among Us. So we know he's going to bring Tornadus, he's going to bring Arcanine and Urshifu, right? And now it's just one of the bottom three, probably Rillaboom for Fake Out. I think Ursaluna kind of cleans his team under Trick Room. kind of want to leave Cornerstone plus Farigiraf, Ursaluna, Torkoal. I think I want to go all in on the Trick Room mode this game. So I wonder, are you in prison on Flutter? Because if you are, then we're in a bad spot. But if you're not, then we're in a good spot. Yeah, protect in prison seems likely. Yeah. I could just knocked out Flutter actually. What's this Gleam? Yeah, we knew that was switching. Is it Urshifu coming in here? Oh, really? Okay. I wonder if Flutter Mane reversing Trickle again. Oh, this is another Gleam. Okay. Okay, I mean, we're doing more damage. As soon as you knock out one, we just get Torkoal in. It doesn't look like you brought Tornadus. Would you really just not bring Urshifu and Arcanine to a Torkoal match? I think his Flame may be Focus Sash the way he's just not protecting it. Oh. Okay. I mean, this may be a double knockout. This may be a quad knockout around the whole field. Well, one or either Flutter Mane or Ogerpon's gonna survive this turn. So it's a triple knockout, but I don't know which way. It depends on how much bulk this Flutter Mane has. It's Focus Sash. Alright. But we get two free switch-ins. The only thing I don't have Hyper Voice on this Blood Moon set. So I still don't know what his last is, but now he can click. It's unfortunate that Rillaboom's able to take that Psychic. He's definitely Assault Vest. But oh, we're Citrus Berry, we're not Throat Spray. So Eruption is still gonna do a lot of damage here. And should I save my Fairy Terror? I think I want to save my Surprise Terror for now. If anything, he should double protect here, right? Alright, so we didn't reveal anything yet. Okay, he's letting this Flutter Man go down. Alright, so what is your last? Is it Tornadus? Moment of truth. It's Urshifu. Surging Strikes is not doing too much in the sun though. But we're gonna just Terra here just so we're not weak to water type attacks. And with the sun reducing the damage, and also close combat is becomes not very effective. The Fairy Terra is like perfect here. Now, what are you turning into? Stellar. Are you going for a Sucker Punch here? This is the first time I'm seeing Stellar Terra. Oh, he's really trying to get busy. Okay, at least this is enough to break Sash. Oh, he's not Sash anyway. That's a good play by my opponent. The Stellar Terra definitely surprised me there. Yeah, but now Ursaluna just beats your Urshifu with a Moonblast. Oh, the Focus Sash was on Flutter, so I should have known. I think I should always click Heat Wave there, so that might have been a misplay. But Moonblast should always KO Urshifu here. And we heal a little bit back to reduce some of the Life Orb chip. So we just click Earth Power here and Moonblast. That should be game. Yeah, I don't think there's any way unless he beats it. And if he's Choice Scarf, then he just locked in the Aqua Jet. It's definitely over. He went all in on KO and Torkoal, which he almost got it. Very impressive. The Stellar Terra was really cool. I actually haven't seen it in game yet till now. Outside of like Terapagos doing it in the DLC. Oh, he just cancels. Nice. Sees the writing on the wall. That was a fun match. Alright, but let's get into the next match. Alright, so this is another standard regulation E team. Tornadus, Urshifu, Ogerpon, Gholdengo, Regidrago, and Rillaboom. So this team is very powerful, very offensive, but it does just kind of lose to Trick Room. Now he could go with like Gholdengo, Regidrago lead to try to get around my Farigiraf, but I can just lead Rillaboom and fake it out, right? Get up an easy Trick Room. Kind of sweep with Ursaluna. Yeah, Ursaluna Torkoal. I don't think he can really stop Trick Room here. I kind of want to bring Chi-Yu to deal with Gholdengo, but Chi-Yu kind of doesn't like going up against. It outspeeds everything outside of Trick Room. So if I'm under Trick Room, they're gonna go first, and it doesn't like Regidrago and Urshifu Water. And I'm almost positive that it's Urshifu Water this time, at least. Alright, so I think it's a Dragon Energy into Ivy Cudgel Fire. I don't know which one is worse, but I think we can take the Ivy Cudgel Fire. Either way, this is pretty scary. But he didn't tear us, so we should survive on Farigiraf. Oh, he doesn't even KO that slot. Okay. Alright, so now we just click Hyper Voice into high horsepower. Seems fair to me. I could have faked out the Ogerpon, right? Why is he tearing him? We want still. Oh, so now you get hit with a super effective high horsepower instead. But we'll take it. I mean, you get around the Hyper Voice for this turn, but he's following me. Okay, beautiful. But now you're just weak to Torkoal, right? High horsepower miss is not ideal. And just reducing the damage on that move just even a little bit was perfect. Alright, so now I want a nasty plot and Terra Torkoal and go for Eruption. That should pick up the KO on both. Nasty plot here, Terra, Fire, Eruption. Even if he goes for like a Grassy Glide, if he has it, I doubt he has it. Well, he does have a Rillaboom on his team. It's still gonna do enough damage to kill Regidrago because he made himself weak to Fire now. And I don't know if that was the best Terra. I get you want to take less damage from Farigiraf, but now you lose your Dragon typing and you're weak to just really my Sweeper, right? And you pretty much gave us a free switch into it. So you can protect here. Whatever's coming in, they're not going to be able to take a double up from Hyper Voice and Eruption next turn. And we still have 2 more turns after this. Nice. It was essential that we got that KO on Ogerpon because Ivy Cudgel in the Sun still does a lot of damage to whatever. Yeah, now Farigiraf is rolling. We're almost back to full health. And he can't click priority, he can't tear anything, he can just protect and switch. Gholdengo's not gonna take a... He's not gonna take a Eruption. And he can only switch in Urshifu here, right? Nothing's gonna take this double up. I think I might as well just click Psychic here, right? Since Gholdengo's immune to that anyway. Yeah, Psychic plus Eruption. Nothing can take that double up. So if it's Urshifu, it's gonna faint. It's Rillaboom. Yep, but now we just KO Rillaboom. I mean, Gholdengo next turn. And we get more health back with Farigiraf. And we already know that Dragon Energy can't one-shot our Farigiraf with the chip that it has on it. So we can easily get another Trick Room up. Last turn of Trick Room, he's definitely gonna try to go for a double on Gholdengo. We're gonna double it just in case it's Focus Sash. So let's go Dingo get the double. He does it nice. Alright, so now we just go for another Trick Room here. It's gonna be close because he's almost full health now. I think this is still our best play. I don't think you should ever just go for yeah, you should never go for Draco Meteor. Alright, perfect. So we do survive. And now Calx was right, because it took a little bit of chip and we survived with, like, you know, a lot of yellow health left. So I figured that with the grassy terrain that we got back, we would still be able to survive that. So now he's pretty much done for after this. Torko's just still so good in this format. Like, if teams aren't positioned well to handle Torko, like, Torko still just dominates. And I'm curious to see how good it's going to be in the next format as well. Because I think you can add, like, a Paradox, one of the new Paradoxes to this team. Like, maybe, like, Walking Wake over, like, Roaring Moon. And still, like, let this team function the same way. And I think it'll be pretty successful in the next format as well. Alright, but let's get into the next one. $366. Alright, so we have so this is definitely I feel like I've just seen this team. This is definitely a weak armor rouge. Why would you have Trick Room on this set with this type of team? So they are not going to like Trick Room. So I kind of want to lead with these. I do want to bring Chiyu because it's immune to the Trick Room stuff. I think I want to leave Torko due to the Armor Rouge and the Tornadus and Urshifu. So I kind of want to bring Rillaboom. Yeah, I still want to get Trick Room up. I was thinking about Chiyu. Because Chiyu is so good in Armor Rouge. Actually, I could have brought Torkoal. I mean, yeah, I don't really care about Ndidi. Ndidi actually just helps me so he doesn't use priority. I think I should have brought Torkoal. So this is pretty much a free Trick Room. You can go with Follow Me and Terra. There's Trick Room. Just in case he's able to KO me with Urshifu. Well, he's not even going for Terra, so it may not even KO. But just in case he is and he's Scarf, then Chien-Pao will be able to get off like a dark type attack into me. If he's carrying it. And I would expect him to be carrying it the way he led this lead. Yeah, so this Scarf. I think that may pick up the KO. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, see it is. Yep. So if he's going for a dark type attack here, then I think we'll be fine. Yep. Whew. That would have definitely KO'd. He's life orb, okay. No wonder it did so much damage. The defense drop is not ideal. But he can't go for priority right now. So we safely get up Trick Room against a hyper offense team. I think Chien-Pao protects here. What would you, does he have a Blood Moon switch in? He doesn't. But he does have a Moonblast switch in, which is Armor Rouge. We don't want to go for Blood Moon here and Nasty Plot. I think he's going to protect Chien-Pao. Nah, this is not good. Please tell me you protect Chien-Pao. If he protects Chien-Pao, then I win here, because I mean, yep. So we should just remove Urshifu. Nice. So he burns his Terror and he loses Urshifu. And we know you Scarf because you outsped the Chien-Pao. So we know you're not Focus Sash or going to have Protect. Yep. So this turn should just pretty much win me the game. Almost certain. I don't think there's much he can do from this point. Because it's really hard to switch into Ursaluna Life Orb plus 2 Farigiraf. Now he could have White Guard, but I'm just gonna go for Moonblast as a Chien-Pao. He does. But Moonblast should be more than enough to pick up Chien-Pao. He's not Focus Sash, so this should just be a KO. Nice. And that's the benefit that we get from running Moonblast. Moonblast hits so many things in the format for super effective damage. And it gets around like them going for like Wide Guard stuff. Because if we went for double Hyper Voice there, we would be in a bad spot. And Earth Power might not KO Chien-Pao. And we can't Psychic it, so Moonblast was like perfect in this situation. I'm gonna Blood Moon and DD and just Hyper Voice again. And we still have Rillaboom in the back to get rid of the terrain, so we're in a really good spot. Yeah, so Armor Rouge is just stuck clicking Wide Guard, I mean, but we're going after the DD this turn. And that's just another one hit KO. This Ursaluna is so good. Life Orb Ursaluna, like why are you using anything else? And Armor Rouge just on the island. And he uses Terror, he wasted his Terror on Urshifu. And this is what this league can do to like these hyper offense teams. Like we know this is weak Armor Rouge. So this team is just like super hyper offense. I mean, there's nothing much he can do from this point. He's just gonna keep clicking Wide Guard, but Ursaluna's just picking up KO after KO. And he's Focus Sash on their Armor Rouge, so there's the Sash. Alright, so I think Trick Room's gonna end here, but I'm just gonna switch in Rillaboom. And I'm finally gonna get my Hyper Voice off since he's been denying me so long with it. So switch in to Rillaboom and Hyper Voice again. So the idea from this was to survive. I could have just went Psychic, right, to get around that, in the game immediately. But I felt like I just want to click Hyper Voice. Because I already know we had a win con in the back. Okay. But now we just click Grassy Glide and win. He clicked Expanding Force into the right slot though, so I give my opponent props on that. I could have just won this game with Earth Power plus Psychic. Yeah. But yeah, my opponent sees right on the wall. We could have played that any number of ways. I think the most optimal one was to just click Psychic plus
Blood Moon. But if he has Protect, he could have went Protect also, right? But I feel like he didn't.
I mean, not Psychic plus Earth Power. And we didn't have to lose for a graph there. And I totally forgot that I teared into Poison, right? Because I felt like I could survive an Expanding Force if he targeted that slot. But I teared into Poison, which made me weak to Psychic, right? So that's why he was able to get that KO. But that was a fun game. Let's get into one final match. Right, so we have an opposing Ursaluna Farigiraf and Ogerpon Heartflame, but with Dusclops. I would like to say Trick Room favors me because I have Torkoal. I kind of want to lead Chi-Yu. I kind of want to lead Chi-Yu and just burn through my opponent's team. Yeah, I like this. Hard switch in Torkoal. So this is, you know, one part of the strategy. Like, this team is so cool. This is part of one of the strategies I like to use where we go for Fire Terror Chi-Yu, and then we switch in Torkoal and just deal massive amounts of fire damage. He doesn't really, the only thing he has to resist it is Dondozo, but I don't think he would bring it on lead. He shouldn't bring it on lead, but that'd be a good play if he does, because that'll threaten me. He did bring it. I think it's a bad play if he just goes for Earthquake here. It's a bad play for me to switch in Torkoal if he's gonna just go for Earthquake. Yeah, I don't think I can go for that play turn one. He's going straight for Tatsugiri. Alright, so this is a free Trick Room next turn though. If you went for Earthquake, we reduce the damage here with Grassy Terrain. Yeah. I would have just lost Chi-Yu and Torkoal. Or maybe not Torkoal, but definitely Chi-Yu here. And that was a crit. That didn't even do that much. Gosh, my Farigiraf got a defense drop and a crit these first two turns of the last two games. Yeah, but now we kind of bait out a Terra. So we're going to fake out here. Trick Room. And if he's oblivious and not unaware, then he's in a really bad spot by my Farigiraf. I expect him to be unaware, though. We can tell off the psychic damage. But if he's... I have seen a couple oblivious. Okay, fake out. Alright, what is your terror?
We're gonna still go for Woodhammer. We're gonna force you to Terra. Psychic. We don't need to Terra in anything because we become weak to Earthquake if we do Terra. Alright, so what is he? What can he do here? I think he has to Terra here. Yep. So we force out the Terra, and now we get to finally see what it is. If he KOs something, then Torko comes in and hits it. Okay, it is Dragon Terra though, so that's probably the best Terra to have against what I have. But I still think once we get him low enough, oh, that's gonna be game. Oh, this team is so good. It's the perfect team to close out this format with too. And he is Focus Sash. Okay. I'm starting to see a lot more Focus Sash Tatsugiri than the Choice Scarf. Oh yeah, that's probably game. Yeah, and that's the thing about Dondozo, it can get crit. Like, Ferrograph just completely wiped that thing from the field. Alright, so we can't Grassy Glide here. Just gonna Woodhammer, Ferrograph, and Hyper Voice. And my point just cancels. Nice. Woo! This team is strong. I think we should just keep it going. This is my final team of Regulation F, so let's just keep playing until we lose. Yep. So that was going to be our final battle, but we're just going to keep playing until we lose with this team, since this is our last team to wrap up Regulation F. Alright, so our next match we have Hisuian Gudra, Dragapult, Hisuian Arcanine, Mungus, Crest, and Tinglu. So he has a lot of ways to deal with Torkoal. But what does he really have to stop Chi-Yu? I can actually try to go for that play again. I need answers into Arcanine and the Gudra though, so I'm gonna bring Ursaluna. His only fire resist is Dragapult, but Dragapult's and Arcanine of course, but Dragapult is really not that bulky. Alright, what could he switch into a Dark Pulse? Not really much. So let's go for Dark Pulse on the Dragapult and Trick Room. If he KOs Chi-Yu, fine, we get a free switch into Torkoal. Okay, nice. Okay, so we have to hard switch Chi-Yu now if he doesn't KO us. Oh. So we're back to the Regulation C shenanigans. I haven't seen that set in a long time. But now his Stumping Tantrum is going to be 150 base power.
I don't know if I should switch Chi-Yu here. Are you not gonna target the Chi-Yu slot? That's a good play by him. I really didn't expect him to do that. I think I'm just gonna switch in Torko here. Ting Lu is really good into my team until I get Ursaluna on the field. You go for the fissure stuff again. The fissure is crazy, and Ting Lu's slower than my Farigiraf, so it's minimal speed. What would he have in the back? I think it's Gudra. Alright, yeah, I just want to get rid of Arcanine here. I want him to KO Torko because Torko's not doing much here. Oh, he's still not targeting Torko. Okay. Impressive Ting Lu here. It's Crest. Okay. I think Eruption still does more at this point in my health. I'm gonna Moonblast Ting Lu because Ting Lu is his win kind. And Chi-Yu should be able to beat Crest with like any chip damage and just Dark Pulse it. Yeah, Ting Lu was perfect against my team because I have all these special attackers and I didn't bring Rillaboom. Alright, so how much is Eruption doing? Not much. Oh. We're getting lucky with the fissures, but he is slower than us, so. Alright. I'm just gonna go for Heat Wave here and Blood Moon, just in case he terrors. Because he might be Poison Terror, and then Blood Moon should be able to pick up a neutral hit. Yep. But he's just going for straight fissure at Stomping Tantrums. Yep. I figured it was Poison, but Blood Moon should be able to pick up from there. More faster than it. Ah, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, that was a good play. He is Earthquake. Is that KO Torko? Alright. We do hit Heat Wave. Nice. So now we just click Dark Pulse on the Chi-Yu. I mean into Cresselia. I actually want to click Blood Moon again. Oh, he just cancels. Nice. Let's go. That one was scary. Ting Lu was so good there. So good. That's the thing about Ting Lu. I think Ting Lu is going to make a return when the restrictors come back. Of course, Kyogre just removes it, but you can Terra to get around that. And you can reduce like the special attack damage of like some of these really powerful attackers. And that's what Ting Lu can do. But let's get into the next one. Alright, so we have another standard team. This has been around since like Regulation D. The Urshifu, Rillaboom, Chien-Pao, Tornadus, Arcanine, Hisuian Arcanine, of course, and Flutter. So these teams do not like Trick Room going up, and that's exactly what we're gonna do to him. Ursaluna looks amazing here. How much is my rock coverage doing? My rock coverage looks strong here. I actually like Ogerpon over Torkoal. I like Ogerpon over Torkoal. Because I know he's Rain. I don't see a reason why he wouldn't be Rain. He might have Rain and Sun. I keep thinking these teams are Urshifu Water though, and maybe Urshifu Dark, so we'll see. Alright, so he can. This is interesting. He can Ghost Terror, so I'm gonna Trick Room. And Grassy Glide him just in case. Yeah. And the Grassy Glide is just in case he goes for like doubles into the Rilla. I wonder if a Crunch plus Bleak One is up. This is a bulky Farigiraf, so I wouldn't expect it to be over the KO. Alright, that does about 50%. Oh yeah, he's just going after the Rilla. I mean, I'll take the free switch in. I know you think it's Torkoal coming, but it's Ursaluna, sir. I want to plot here. Blood Moon, this slot. He should protect Chien-Pao here, or switch it. I don't think you really just want to give it up on the first turn of Trick Room. It'd be a crazy play if he doesn't protect Chien-Pao here and reads me, but I'm assuming that he's gonna protect, and I'm going for an aggressive player. Yep. So these are the kind of plays you got to make when you're playing a Trick Room team. You got to make aggressive reads. Because now if we just knock out Tornadus, he's down a piece and we just got +2 for free. Yep, and that's a knockout. And my opponent's probably a little bit upset because he could have just attacked for free with Chien-Pao, but you know, that's the power behind, you know, making aggressive reads like that. Chien-Pao looks amazing, by the way, with the Ghost Terror, like crystals and stuff around it. Terrestrialization ended up not looking as bad as I thought it would. I thought it would look a little goofy with the hats on them, but it actually turned out to look pretty cool. Right, so I believe you're Focus Sash on Chien-Pao, so I'm gonna Psychic this slot. You already tear it, and Earth Power is stronger, so I just Earth Power this slot. They just went for the double. That's the one hit KO on that slot. And this is what Trick Room does to these hyper offense teams. They don't have like the Focus Sash is on Chien-Pao, right? And he just went for a double, so. And that was a 3v1 against whatever he has in the back. And if it's Arcanine, we can Earth Power that. Flutter Mane, we can just Blood Moon that plus Psychic. What else do you have? Rillaboom. Rillaboom can't fake out here, so we can just Blood Moon that plus Psychic. That's Flutter. Okay. I think there's too many turns of Trick Room left for Flutter Mane to pull anything off. And we always have these sturdy. We have the sturdy Ogerpon, so that's pretty much a Focus Sash, guaranteed. And you know, Flutter Mane's physical defense is not that good, so we pretty much wrap this game up. He may just go ahead and scoop this turn. Yep, there it is. This team is amazing. It's unfortunate that I found it at the end of the format, but I think that maybe if you want to turn it into like a Regulation F team, you can maybe sub out one Mon. Just to make it more modern. I feel like if you, maybe you can go like sub out Rillaboom for, Incineroar gives you 3 fire types, right? You don't need that many. I don't know. I feel like this will still be good in Regulation F. You can maybe sub out Chi-Yu for like Walking Wake or something, maybe. I don't know. I have to think about it a little more. I like the way this team feels though. I think Incineroar can make things a little bit more tough for this team, though, now that I'm thinking about it. The Nasty Plot plus Life Orb, Earth Power, Ursaluna, and Farigiraf kind of deals with the Incineroar. But Incineroar kind of, does well into the other ones. Right? So you have Daisy. She has Heartflame, Ogerpon, Urshifu, probably Dark, Iron Bundle, Flutter, Rillaboom, and Tornadus. So again, this is something I want to bring Farigiraf, Rillaboom to. I don't see anything wrong with that lead. And we just bring Ursaluna, Ogerpon. Yeah, my rock coverage, like Ogerpon's coverage here, like I hit everything for super effective except Flutter and Rillaboom, right? And we do a lot of damage to Flutter regardless. I hit Ogerpon with rock. I hit Tornadus with rock. I hit Iron Bundle with rock and grass. I hit Urshifu with grass. Like, it's really good into this team, actually. Terra Poison, Chokeon, Woodhammer, Flutter Mane. Yeah, I feel like this may be like Ghost Terror Rillaboom. I mean Urshifu. Yeah. So I kind of felt like it would be this, and I really didn't want to go for a fake out there. So I made the right play. I should be able to survive a Wicked Blow, Dazzling Gleam, double up. Imagine if he went close combat plus Moonblast. He would be sick right now. But it should definitely be Wicked Blow always. Oh, it's a Moonblast though. We should be able to take a Wicked Blow. Yes, let's go. We're so bulky. I love it. We just eat these hits. Now you lose your flutter. Nice. And we get Trick Room up. Frigorous almost back to green after being in the red. The Citrus Berry plus the bulk and Nasty Plot, like this Frigorous set is so good. And I thought that the Nasty Plot, I thought that the Throat Spray Helping Hand set was good. I kind of like this set almost even better. It does take a turn of setting up, but a lot of times it'd be worth it. Alright, so I'm not in a good spot here. I think at this point I just need to deal damage, right? Yeah, I didn't bring Torkoal to deal with the Rillaboom easily. Oh, he didn't protect Urshifu. You would have that slot? Alright, so we made the right play not going for Nasty Plot there. But the thing is Trick comes up and Ursaluna comes out here. I think Blood Moon should KO Rillaboom from that range. I would expect it to. Oh, he can use priority on me now, though. I want to protect this turn. I think a Sucker Punch Grassy Glide may KO Ogerpon. I mean Ursaluna. Yeah, because I don't have Fergraph on the field, so I have to worry about priority now. Yeah, it stinks not bringing Torkoal here, but. Wait, you're not going for Glide onto Ursaluna? Okay, he was. That's funny I went first. We're speed tying on our Rillabooms. My opponent actually has double Grassy Glide now. It's not good. Yeah, that's not good. He has to go for it though, but let's see if he even goes for that play. Yeah, he did. Okay. Well played by my opponent. You should protect Ogerpon here. Okay. So this should be a free Ivy Cudgel into Rillaboom, right? Nice. Oh, we get a crit there. That crit definitely mattered in the grand scheme of things. All right. Because I don't know if we KO'd there. My opponent played well around the Ursaluna though. That was the first time I didn't get to use it at all. What's crazy is though, oh, he is faster than me. And we just one-shot it. Rock Ogerpon is so good. He just clutched this game up. What's interesting though, was that he didn't really bring Tornadus, so he didn't have a counter into Torkoal. Like Torkoal brought it out, like just clicking Heat Wave would have just cleared the field, you know. Even if he went for like the priority Grassy Glass and stuff like that, he just cleared it. That's interesting. I didn't bring Torkoal because I fully expecting them to bring Tornadus, but we're still able to pull out that win. Let's get into the next one. Alright, another Tornadus team, but this time they have Amoonguss, so they have a counter into the Trick Room stuff. But Amoonguss does not underspeed Torkoal. Would he still bring Tornadus on lead? I expect Tornadus, Urshifu, Amoonguss, and probably Arcanine. I'm gonna go with Chi-Yu just in the event that he doesn't allow me to get Trick Room up. I can even flex Trick Room and not even go for it. I'm gonna bring Rillaboom. I don't think I'm gonna go the Trick Room route here. The Amoonguss makes me nervous, plus the rain. Yeah, I'm a little bit skeptical about this game. My opponent has a good matchup right now. Oh man. I still think I'm okay on the Trick Room to the end game. I'm gonna try to remove Tornadus, Terra, Trick Room. Alright, so we went for Ghost Terra again.
That's a lot of damage. Oh, he's Life Orb. Okay, makes sense. Good to know that he's faster than my Ogerpon, so we outspeed him under Trickle. A speed drop would be nice here. That's a good protect. Does Ivy Cudgel KO Chimp-Out from what the range is at? This is a double protect. I think Chimp-Out's more of a threat here, so I'm gonna double it. I wish I can just click Hyper Voice, but it doesn't affect Chimp-Out right now. Protect on Tornadus is a little bit annoying. Alright, so the Tornado switches. I think he realizes that he needs the late game Tailwind. That could have been Among Us. Could have been a Psychic into Among Us. Alright, well this is a good position for Rillaboom, right? What he has left, I kind of like my matchup into it. Because, I mean, Among Us is not really doing much. And Rillaboom can just glide the Tornadus at any point. Now that we have priority. Oh, that's a good detect. Well, now we threaten you next turn. Is this Explore into Photograph? Yep. He already uses Terra too, so. I'm gonna go for a double glide just to make sure we get the KO in this slot. Yeah, Urshifu doesn't get to play the game. I do apologize, but Among Us can't really do much here. Oh, he just cancels. They're writing on the wall. Yep, so we double glide there to knock out Urshifu, and then we just glide again to knock out Tornadus the next turn. And Among Us can't redirect them. Wow, so this team actually, like, I didn't bring Torkoal, but it was even better because the double grass, like, Among Us just can't do anything, right? Urshifu just can't really do anything because we just pressure with the glides. And we didn't even end up losing a mind. This team is amazing. Like, what is this, like an 8-9 game win streak now? Let's keep it going. Another Regulation D team. We keep seeing this team, and it seems like all the high-ranked players are using it at the end of the season. Right. So again, this team does not like Trick Room. So I hate to keep going this mode, but it's working for me. So I actually liked Ogerpon Photograph a lot better than I liked the Rillaboom. I did like bringing Rillaboom in the back. But he had a Mungus, so that's why I didn't bring Ursaluna. Ursaluna definitely looks good here. I'm gonna bring Torkoal because the Rillaboom was kind of a problem last time. If Torkoal gets on the field, it's gonna sweep. Only thing about Rillaboom, Rillaboom helps me play outside of Trick Room. This is a good lead by my opponent. Rock Slide pressure is strong here, but I'm still gonna go for Terra Trick Room. If he doesn't get a flinch here, then we're in a really good spot going into next turn. Because Arcanine is gonna still be chipped by this IV Cudgel. Oh, you have taunt. Beautiful. Ooh, that's just a one-hit KO. Oh, it's a crit. Okay, Ton is interesting on Fluttermine. I guess I'll just go for Hyper Voice. Now I really do wish I brought Rillaboom over Torkoal. But I think we can still be okay. Alright, what are we tearing here? Alright, that's a good terror to keep Tornadus around. Yeah, that's a really good terror. I should have went after the Flutter. All right, this one's getting tough. The taunt Flutter is strong. I'm trying to find a way around it, but I don't know a real way around it. Okay, we get that call right. He can miss Bleak Wing. Come on, miss it for me one time. Can you miss it for me one time so we can win? He is. It's not too much damage. So we're gonna follow me, Blood Moon, this slot. Does it have Gleam here? Oh, that was such a good play. I could have switched in a Torkoal there. Oh, he's Focus Sash. Wow, Focus Sash, Flutter with Taunt. That is a special attack nature. He can miss Bleak Wind and I can KO Flutter, right? And that'll give me a win con. Because he goes for Shadow Ball into Torkoal, which he should. So Shadow Ball on the Torkoal, he missed Bleak Wind. Right? Or we survive and we KO Flutter. We can dodge it. We can dodge it. Okay, we hits. Okay. Okay. He missed a Bleak Wind though at any point, and that was game. Okay, I got another win con. Double Protect, which can make up for all these Bleak Wind hits, right? Into a Trick Room. Because you have to go after the Torkoal here, right? He has to make this call. If he just taunts me and reads the Double Protect, then, you know, props to my opponent. Let's see what he does. We get the Double Protect. Did he go for taunt? Rain Dance. Okay. Oh, he's well played. Well played. Well played. Well played. I can't not fault my opponent for that. He made an incredible play. Torkoal does survive. But there's Urshifu water in the back. We're not positioned properly against it. That was beautiful by my opponent. Yeah, he read the Double Protect. Yeah, we're just out of position against Water Urshifu. Well played by my opponent. Props to you, sir. But this looks like this is going to be our final battle of Regulation F. I could end it on a win, right? Like play one more match, get a win, and then end it. Yeah, I think I want to end Regulation E. Sorry, Regulation E on a win. But this, props to my opponent, he broke this win streak. So the video is going to end after our next battle. We're going to go ahead and get one more win, and then we're going to call it, you know, quits for Regulation E. And then we're going to look forward to Regulation F, because I got some teams in store for you all. All right, so let's get into one more battle. Yep, and it's going to give us 70 wins as well, so that'll be perfect. Another Tornadus Urshifu team. Like, these teams just keep popping out.
I like Rillaboom, Fargraph, Ursaluna, Chiyu in game. Well, if he tears anything in a dragon, man, oh, this is an Ogerpon team. Ogerpon is so good. I'm just gonna keep bringing it. I like this rock type Ogerpon. So I think this is a pretty easy fake out. And Trick Room. Dragon Energy can't KO Fargraph with one hit. We've already seen, we've already been able to survive that multiple times. Alright. So now we got the ideal setup with Trick Room, right? How do we take best advantage of it? I think I have Horsepower plus a Psychic into one of these is gonna protect. I don't want to split my damage. I want to risk the double up. I'm gonna go into Ogerpon. Alright, so we get that call right if it's Ogerpon that doesn't protect. Nice. It's kind of 50-50. That crit definitely matters. Well, not really. He still survived. We're just trying to get everything in range. What is he going for? Is he going for a Terra Steel? Did you not just see me click high horsepower? I mean, he just gives me a... He went from getting hit neutrally by 2 attacks to getting hit super effective by 1. Oh, okay. But I mean, no. Fargraph moves first. So we knock you out with Psychic. Perfect. And we get a super effective... And you just had a free attack with Ogerpon, but now you get hit with a super effect. And I don't think a double up... Oh, we missed, though. Oh, no, we don't. Okay. Just the animations are slow. Perfect. Man, it's not KOing either. So we went from probably not picking up a KO with the double up into it, because I don't think a Psychic plus high horsepower would have killed Regidrago, and he could have gotten an attack off. Oh, we finally got a call wrong. Dang. Is it double protect here? Okay. Okay. I mean, that's fine with me. We still got turns of Trick Room left.
And I'm really not afraid of Urshifu with Ogerpon in the back. How many turns of terrain are left though? This is the last turn. Right, he has to switch here, right? If he expects me to go for a grass move in the Urshifu, he can switch into COULDN. I really want another Trick Room up, potentially. Oh, I didn't mean to click Psychic into Regidrago. Oh man, that's not good. Okay, but he switched Urshifu anyway. So I can't get another Trick Room up. I do want to get a Blood Moon into Rillabone. I think I'm Spiky Shield here and protect. I still have my Terra too. So Fairy Terra Ursaluna looks really good here. Alright, we get a little bit of chip there, perfect. Draco. Okay. I'm gonna try to remove the Rillaboom here. If he goes for Draco plus Woodhammer, we should survive that. Alright, I want to go ahead and pull this final win out. We went against so many Tornadus teams though, man. Perfect. And Woodhammer shouldn't do too much with terrain out on the field. Oh, it's just U-turn. Oh, so I mean, your Urshifu just takes a Blood Moon. Are you Focus Sash? Because if you're not, you're just going to get one shot. This is the third time I played this Shigoi person too. Nice. And Urshifu just gets one shot by switching in there. Fairy Terra ends up coming so close. Fairy Terra on Ursaluna is actually really good. But if you think about it, it turns the grass and the water type super effective damage into neutral. But that's usually enough to allow you to pick up KOs from not getting hit super effectively, right? We'll just double protect here. And then it turns close combat and Wicked Blow into resistances. Oh, he just forfeits. Nice. And we get our final one with this team against Shigoi. That's the third time I played Shigoi. So we went 3-0 against that player. And I believe we played them another time in this video, actually. Twice in the same video. So that was actually a rematch. And then I believe we played them with the Iron Bundle team that I just posted a couple days ago. So it's been an interesting set of games. This has been really fun, but we're going to go ahead and get into a final review with this team. And our final record ends up being 112. So 112 for Regulation E. Of course, we were able to hit rank 1 twice. And I'm going to do like a little
season in the video for that as well. But let's go ahead and get to a mid-range review. All right, so that's gonna do it with our battles with this team. This team was excellent. You see that we literally had, you know, a huge win streak with this team to round out this format. And again, I do think this team you can use it in the next format. Like I said, just add one Pokemon to this team. Maybe you could maybe switch out Rillaboom for maybe another fake out user, or maybe Incineroar or something. But that, I mean, they give you 3 fire types, but I feel like this team functions very well in what it wants to do, right? And when you are able to utilize it the way that I utilized it, you're able to find a lot of success with it. This team is very fun, and this has been a blast. Regulation E has been one of my best formats. I was able to hit rank number 1 2 times in this format, and I've been able to like create a lot of very powerful teams, and I plan to do the same in the next Regulation F and Cineroar's back, which gives me even more tools to build, you know, more powerful, balanced and hyper offense teams. I really do like to build like hyper offense teams with trick room options over the tailwind teams, because just in my opinion, the tailwind teams sometimes are kind of frail and can kind of win the game turn 1 but also lose the game turn 1, right? And I like to have teams that have like a lot of backbone that can have comeback potential and things like that. But yeah, if you like this type of content, or if you like this team, go ahead and leave a like for me, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Let me know with a comment what you guys think about Rock Ogerpon. Do you think that it can stand up to the meta with the other Ogerpons? Do you think that it'll be a little bit better due to Incineroar being in the format and being able to hit Incineroar for super effective damage? Or do you think that it's gonna completely fall off by, you know, Incineroar's existence? But there is a runner code up at the top right, as well as a Pokepaste down in the description below. And I will catch you guys in the next one. All right, deuces.